Hi, my name is Mackenzie Yandel, and I completed my internship at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Taipei, Taiwan. Throughout this time, I spent 6 months in Taipei learning the various aspects of the hotel, but more specifically in the Grand Club Lounge as a lounge attendant. One of the first things that we did when I arrived at the hotel was complete our training. So this was 2 days of human resources training and then almost 2 weeks of departmental training. During this time, we learned about the department, the amenities, the basic processes and procedures. And then at the completion of our training, we were given an assessment to ensure that we understood all of this information. One of the things that I enjoyed about our departmental training is that we were set up one-on-one with a training buddy that was there to help answer all of our questions and really guide us through the process of being a new employee. One of the ways that the hotel looks to communicate information, which I especially enjoyed as working at a hotel this large, was that they posted all of the new information outside of the staff cafeteria and human resources department. So you were able to view the information at your own leisure, but it was consistently updated with information regarding daily events, procedures, and changes happening in the hotel. Besides this, each manager has a meeting with their department head where they get information every single day about, the different changes, guest arrivals, and things that may be happening, and then they're expected to deliver this information to the appropriate areas. One of the things that I enjoyed quite a bit about Grand Hyatt Taipei was their commitment to developing employees. I saw this specifically in the Grand Club department as, team leads would grow into assistant manager positions and assistant managers would grow into management positions. One thing that I enjoyed about my boss, Ling, was that she consistently met with employees to talk about where they wanted to go next, and if that wasn't in the Grand Club Lounge or even in the rooms department, she did her best to find the appropriate avenue so that they could continue to grow and develop. One of the major strengths and weaknesses that I would start with strengths. One of the major strengths that I saw, at Grand Hyatt Taipei was location. Being in the Shenyi district, we're especially close to shopping malls, restaurants, and basically anything that you could need while you were staying at the hotel, as well as the Taipei World Trade Center and International Convention Center. So for business guests who had meetings in these areas, it was just a quick, convenient trip to get right exactly where they needed to go. Another strength that I saw was that it appealed to a variety of different international guests as well as leisure and business travelers. So we have over 9 different restaurants and everything from Italian food to Chinese food to Japanese food. And then we had areas like pools and spas and kids' playrooms. So whether you're a business guest or a leisure guest, there was very seldom a time that you had to travel outside of the hotel to get exactly what you needed. One of the weaknesses I saw is that the hotel does hire a large amount of interns and part-time employees, so there is a large amount of turnover. So they're consistently having to do new training and bringing new staff into the organization, which can be a good thing and bad thing at times. For my department, I saw 2 operational issues especially. One is the communication between teams. So there was a lack of communication between the front office department and the lounge attendants, which caused difficulties at times, especially when we would have VIP guests come in that were expected to be recognized, but the front office wasn't necessarily communicating with the lounge attendants on who those guests were. So that caused a small amount of issues. One way that we can really work to improve this is just by ensuring that there is communication after the daily meetings, and that the department is finding a way to brief all employees rather than just their front office employees. So whether that be having a handover or something of that nature, that could especially be helpful for, the lounge attendants. Another issue I saw was the high cost of operations due to over-ordering. So we actually were able to improve this process while I was there by reducing our beverage and dry good ordering from daily ordering to only 2 days, so that we were ordering the things we needed rather than over-ordering just for the sake of ordering food or beverages. Some of the strengths, throughout this time at the hotel, I spent 6 months there, and I would personally say that I changed a lot during my time there and noticed that I was able to really pick out my strengths and weaknesses. So one strength that I would say that I definitely have is that I was committed to bettering the organization during my time there. I was always working hard. I came in with a positive attitude every day, and I truly wanted to contribute to the success of the lounge. One of my weaknesses, though, was a bit of self-doubt, especially when you're traveling to a new country. I wasn't sure of my environment. I was unsure of how I would fit in, with the Taiwanese interns or with international guests. But really, if I had just trusted myself and tried to settle in a little bit more, I think I would have had a bit of a smoother transition. I definitely would say that I made a contribution to the Grand Club Lounge. I would hope that I did. I really wanted to create meaningful connections, not only with the guests, but with my fellow interns. I felt that was, really important for the interns as well, because not only was I able to learn from their culture, but they were able to learn from American culture as well. And, for both of us, that might not have been an opportunity that we would have gotten to have very often. So I took that to heart and I tried to do my best to, really make the most of my time there. Ultimately, I loved working at Grand Hyatt Taipei. I was able to sharpen my skills within hospitality, but I was also able to acquire new skills such as, learning basic Chinese, and that's something that I would have never thought possible before my internship. I'm grateful for everything that I learned, at Oklahoma State before traveling to Taipei, because my background in cost control and, lodging really helped equip me with the skills to feel comfortable, settling into this new environment and settling into the new hospitality environment. And that's something that I'm so grateful for. If anything, it has really reassured me that hospitality, and more specifically, the lodging industry, is somewhere that I really see myself moving in the future. It's also given me the comfort and the strength and the courage to pursue more international opportunities. I loved my experience in Taipei, and if anything, it's only, given me the bug to want to travel more. And I can't wait to see where this opportunity takes me. Overall, I can't put into words the value that this internship had, not only professionally, but personally as well. And if anything, I would continue to recommend students to pursue international opportunities, to pursue international internship opportunities, because you never truly understand the impact that they'll have on you. I'm thankful for my time at Grand Hyatt Taipei, and I'll forever cherish this experience. Thank you.